Hello everyone, this is Yamimash here. I'm bringing you a team deathmatch game on Azura. I get a nice score, so I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. But what I want to talk about today is something I've never talked about before, and I think is a very big thing in terms of the future. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to be talking about the future of technology, the internet, and artificial intelligence. So there's a lot to talk about, and it's a big thing to be to speak about in one 8-minute commentary. But I'm going to talk about just some areas and what I think. And I've got I found a few sources online with some cool information that I just want to talk about real quick. And I don't think this is all too far-fetched. I think this is all possible. So I'll give you a definition of what technology is real quick for those of you who aren't quite sure. It's just basically the makage, usage and knowledge of tools, machines, techniques, crafts, systems or methods of organization in order to solve a problem or perform a specific function. So this relates to anything we handle or create for specific purposes. So an axe, for example, cutting down trees, that you could call that technology. It's something we've created and it serves a purpose. But what I'm going to be talking about is, computing and stuff and machinery and whatnot. So I think that in the future, technology is going to continue on its path of being faster, smaller and cheaper in our everyday world. So, for example, mobile technologies, and I'll talk about that real quick too in a minute. But the big thing that is going to benefit us, I think, is going to be the internet. And this company called Cisco IBSG, they predict that the number of internet-connected things is going to reach 50 billion by 2020. Not too sure how, good this prediction is, but this surprisingly equates to about 6 devices for every person on Earth. And, currently in the developed world, we have, each person in the developed world has about 3 or more full-time devices connected to the internet, which ranges from PCs, smartphones, tablets, television devices, and stuff like that. But anyway, going off that, here's a statement from a source I found online regarding the internet. There's some big words in this, and I might have some problem pronouncing some of these, but here we go. So, the year is 2016, you've just come out of surgery and are being pushed down the hospital corridor on a journey toward the recovery room. The nurses know you are on the way because a radio frequency identification, that's an RFID in brackets, tag on your plastic patient identification bracelet automatically generated an alert to the nursing station. The doctor doing rounds checks the internet to monitor your vital signs. As always, the implants in your body are beaming real-time information about your brainwaves and blood pressure to a protected website 24/7. Your daughter, who is on a different continent, is already whispering words of encouragement into your ear thanks to an embedded speech processor equipped with 802.11 wireless technology, TCP/IP communications protocol, and specialized software that allows sound from the internet to flow directly into your cochlea. I think I pronounced that right. And using your VoIP-enabled mobile telephone, you tell her not to worry. So, honestly, I don't think doesn't seem really too far-fetched, but what the hell do I know? Sounds quite interesting though, and maybe not in 2016, but in the future that it is possible. This does seem potential. But now let me go. You know when I said that about that company, they predict that each person's going to have about 6 devices connected to the internet or something in 2020. The reason I said I'm not too sure about that and I don't think it's a great prediction is because I think mobile technology is only going to get bigger. If we can think about the last decade, we could describe it as the decade of the web, because in the last 10 years, the internet has become huge. We've got YouTube and we've got all this stuff connected to the internet. But I think in the next decade, it's going to probably be like the year of the mobile. And a wise person said back in the mid-90s that people need to communicate and be entertained, but they don't need to compute. And, this is so true. A lot of people have a big fat computer in order to email their family, share pictures and chat with their friends on Facebook and Twitter. Over the last 3 years, we've started to be able to do this nearly as well, or in some ways even better, with a mobile phone. So some people are going to start to think that they don't really need a PC at all. So maybe, we're not going to have, 6 or more devices connected to the internet. So what's that company called? I'm trying to find it. Cisco IBSG. I don't think your prediction's very great, to be honest. And if anybody working there sees this, I'm just saying that to you right now. Okay, and let me go back to where I was talking about, because I had a lot of this written down because it's a lot to talk about. So in tomorrow's connected world, the last thing you're going to want to leave is your phone, because it's our camera, our communication device, our map in a pinch. For example, iPhones, they have all these apps on, don't they? And also it allows us to look up for information on the web or create content. So the thing is with these mobiles and stuff is, if you think in 10 years time they're going to be so much better, because like the operating systems and stuff are going to be so much better and so much smaller that we won't need a big tower or big computer to do functions. Like in 10 years probably our quad-core processors will be on these little mobile phones, and I know that having a big computer is going to be able to perform tasks even better than on a mobile, but it's because a mobile goes everywhere. It's in the name, it's mobile, so it goes with you, whereas a PC like I have right now, it's always in my room. But anyway, that I think the mobile, like I said, is going to be huge in the next 10 years. It's only going to get bigger. But the last thing I want to talk about then is artificial life and what we could expect. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've always had some interest in AI, and I think I credit most of this to films, science fiction films like The Matrix and the Terminator series, because those are some of my favourite films. I don't actually own them on DVD, but I have watched them around friends' houses and on the internet and such. So if you want a quick definition of what artificial life is, it's a field of study and associated art form which examines systems related to life, its processes and its evolution through simulations using computer models, robotics and biochemistry. I love that word. Artificial life imitates traditional biology by trying to recreate biological phenomena. Man, those are big words. I'm having some trouble pronouncing half of this stuff. So if you think about it, the use of computers really is well suited for performing complex mechanical computations that are otherwise not possible for humans. Now, if you think, a calculator is better at performing mathematics and quicker than us humans are. I wouldn't say better, but it's definitely a lot faster. Like, I could type in some huge number and divide it by a huge number, and bang, in half a second it comes up with an answer. And it would take me probably hours to, or at least a very long time compared to it, to come up with the answer. Also, state-of-the-art machines with integrated AI, they can perform simple tasks more efficiently and with greater speed and reliability than humans can. And also, computers, they are tireless, they don't get tired, and they can do it faster. So it's, for example, factory work and doing the same thing over and over, and that's why I say the word monotonous. A machine would be better suited for that. And it's crazy to think, like us as people, we need to take breaks. A machine that is assisted with AI can continuously go on to operate for longer hours. And also, I'm going to say this, the potential of artificial intelligence, simply put, is scary. And I do question if we are going to continually become more dependent on technology before realizing we are dependent on it, because it's becoming much bigger and bigger and bigger over the years. And like I said, in the last 10 years, the whole thing, the internet, machinery, all this has become huge, and it's just going to get bigger and better, and maybe even faster. I don't know exactly, but I think these predictions are, in a sense, quite accurate if we look at the last 10 years and then look at the next 10 years. So anyway, that was a lot to talk about. Honestly, it was a bit nerdy in my opinion. My teammate tells me I could take this kill, by the way. I'm not a douchebag. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. If you did, please leave a comment what you think and a rating, and I'll see you all very soon.